So what was the A-team working on?
Why?
Lego Indiana Jones 2. What the hell is there left to cover? Well, we're doing a standalone game to cover Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, a year-old movie audiences thought was lame as dirt?
Not only are you learning my opinions on Lego games, but dirt too.
Oh, no, actually, Lego Indiana Jones 2 features all Indiana Jones movies reinterpreted in new ways.
It's new.
While the bulk of the package is an adaptation of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you do get new levels based on the first 3 movies, which, I mean, cool, but this was obviously done because they knew this movie alone wasn't enough to warrant a new game. So it just ends up feeling like a sloppy excuse to make another Lego Indiana Jones game when the concept of Lego Indiana Jones 2 a year after the original was completely unwarranted. You did a damn good job covering 3 classic movies in one package, and just a year later, you want to cover the 4th mediocre one with some bits from the first 3 thrown in as a bonus? It's like, yeah, they pulled it off, it's a complete video game, but which one feels more justified here? The segments from the first 3 movies represented in this game are basically the scraps of what wasn't covered in the original, so they make no sense out of context. They're just random Indiana Jones scenes that don't flow into each other at all. But hey, at least the core gameplay has seen a ton of changes.
They're changes.
Okay, so props to them for trying to do something new here. I mean, they must have known this was gonna be a tough sell if they didn't change a damn thing. So levels are bigger now. Camera pulls back way farther, there's more of an emphasis on exploration. You know, I think this is a pretty reasonable evolution of the Lego formula. As long as there's still 2-player co-op, I'm freaking out here! What the hell did they do to you? Because levels are larger, they couldn't have had the 2 players share the same screen anymore. They had to implement split screen, or whatever the f this is. It's making me dizzy. I understand the purpose and value of this dynamic split screen in concept. It changes based on where each player is in the level and goes away when they both get close enough to each other. With bigger levels, split screen is a necessity. But this makes me appreciate the compact, tighter level design of the previous game so much more. Like, this is perfect for cooperative play. You don't have to think about anything, just it's the same game with another guy now. Here, it's disorienting. I would much rather have it split down the middle equally than changing size and spinning around constantly, and you can't turn it off. Well, that's the trade-off for bigger levels, but I don't even think I want that in the first place. Just kind of exasperates the issues I already had with Lego games. Oh, I have problems understanding what they want me to do? Well, let's pull the camera back farther. Let's make things more complicated. Here's a bunch of giant-ass hub worlds you have to solve puzzles in to progress. And the quality of levels here just aren't all too great. These vehicle ones can take a hike. There are a bunch of tedious-ass stages where you just have to beat up an onslaught of enemies for like 10 minutes, and man, there are some areas that just don't work great without a second player. This boss fight where I have to line these dishes up to reflect the light back on them, I mean, with 2 players, it's instantaneous. You both just move them for like 5 seconds, and bam, you're golden. With 1, not only do I constantly have to go back and forth inching these things to and fro, but the damn CPU keeps distracting the boss from doing what I need him to do. So then I have to go back to the right dish to reflect off of first, then go to the other to move that where I need to be. God damn it! At least there's a level creator now. That's something you can't use online. Yeah, 2009 on the Xbox 360. Can't share your creations. They are for you and you only. Thank God, I don't want to explain why I'm censoring this. Lego Indiana Jones 2 isn't horrible or anything, but it is most definitely the weakest Traveler's Tales Lego game thus far. I can tell they tried to make the most out of a pretty lackluster concept, but does that make this good? Barely. Still better than a lot of other games. I mean, what? Would I rather be underwhelmed and sometimes frustrated with Lego Indiana Jones 2, but overall have a reasonable time? Or play Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4?